Hey, what's up, guys? So we have some more AI art news, right? As you can see, I'll just read it out to you. Netflix stirs fears by using AI-assisted background art in short anime film. Okay, so Netflix released a little animated short. Okay, it involves a little robot dog and his owner, right? It's a cute little thing, right? It's a cute little thing. It's kind of like um, it's okay. You know what I mean? It has it's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. Like it does have a little bit of heart, which is kind of the scary part, but it's mostly like the AI part is just in the backgrounds. I'm not gonna play it for you guys here, but if you want, you can find it yourselves and give it a watch, right? But obviously this is sparking a little bit of a debate, right? Okay, so here we go. They put this, and then a guy responded. Let's see, image generation technology. Just say you stole artist work through AI gen, and then claimed a labor shortage, even though people like me and my brother who have degrees can't get jobs because there's 500 other graduates also trying to get an interview per application. Liars. Okay. So here we go. We could see the process in which it was made, right? So you have the um, layout, right? This is human, right? Because you could tell, right? And then AI generation. I'm sure they used some kind of like image to image, right? And not looking the best, right? But it's kind of funny because like this is actually better than actually what kind of came out. Here we go. And then we have I guess another AI generation, and then uh, the final background revised by hand, right? Well, um, a fan brought this to me and wanted my opinion on this. And first I gotta say the background is it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. It definitely feels AI generated. Okay, right? Not all of them, but like a majority. Um, and the whole thing is like is this helpful to artists, is this harmful to artists, you know what I mean, because they say like, oh, it's a labor shortage or whatever, right? But even though there's plenty of people who are ready, plenty of background artists ready to make handcrafted beautiful backgrounds, right? So like and this is Netflix telling it. So what side are we really on, right? I think this is really just a like we're trying to cost cuts. You know what I mean? Or yeah, cost cut. We're trying to um, pay people less. You know what I mean? Honestly, like I'm like, see, we already have um, a layout artist right here. We already have someone who drew this, right? In my eyes, I'm like, well, then why didn't you just use this? Why didn't you just like paint this and finish it? You know what I mean? Right? Because people want to rush this shit out. That's why. Here we go. So here we go. Um, the creator Makihara also wanted to push boundaries in animation by using AI technology as part of the production process. The Netflix release quoted him saying, "By combining tools and hand-drawn techniques, we can create something unique to humans. I think that the core of the story is drawing a human being. I think it will be possible to secure and return to its roots, which will eventually strengthen the Japanese animation and expand its possibilities. Labor shortage or not, AI assistants may possibly speed up production times and lower production costs, allowing the creation of more animated content than ever before. But will people be happy about that? That remains to be seen." Okay, so that's the debate, right? That's the debate. Is it going to be like cost cutting and like people are like, oh, is this going to help artists? Like can like I guess if you're trying to create an independent thing, right, and you can't make background art, then I guess, right? The thing is, okay, this whole animation, um, it seemed very cheap, okay, right? It seemed very like, listen, like, why do people go to animation, right? Because of the drawings, okay, because of the designs, because of the beauty that's within it, right? So this animation, right? It had a lot of things that were like that me like okay. So before I was always bothered by 3D animation, right? Um, Lazy background art, right? And just and these two things like combined, and then you add AI now, like quite frankly, um, this short has everything against it. Okay, right, and like that's the thing. It seems very cheap. Okay, right. Like, I guess I could play some of it for you. I'm just not gonna put the volume right. So look at this. Here we go. That's a great example, right? So here you can see the background art, right? And it looks AI generated. Like, it looks like it. Quite frankly, I mean, look at that. The perspective is all weird, right? The distortion on the trees is all bad, right? And then you have boom 3D animation, very stiff, okay, right? And then you have cool stuff like that, but overall, it just like see this is kind of cool, but like again, it's very cheap looking, right? And as someone who really cares about background art in animation and everything, right? Um, I think it's a shame. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, uh, this short isn't really garnering much attention, and it seems more of like a proof of concept kind of thing. It's like, oh, can we make animation, without the background artist, right? And to me, that is more of the problem, right? Where, as you can see, there are people who are, hold on, who are ready and willing, here we go, this guy, to draw good backgrounds, okay? And yes, it takes time, right? But guess what takes more time? Animation, okay? They're like, this all smells of we couldn't pay a background artist. We didn't want to hire a background artist, right? And all I got to say is that the creation, the end result took the hit for that. Okay? Right? Like like the animation itself is not too bad, right? You see you have the kid, right, who's actually hand drawn and everything, right? And these backgrounds, like some of them look like kind of decent, you know what I mean? Right? But the thing is that at the end of the day, it's going to be very inconsistent, right? So like here, like this train thing, hold on, right? This looks pretty okay, right? Pretty okay. You know what I mean? Right? And then you have stuff like this where it's just like what the hell is going on, right? It takes you out of the experience, all right? So the thing is, it's what do you want in your creation, right? Do you want it to look as good as possible, right? All I'm going to say is this is not going to compare to where it's already been made, okay? The more we try to streamline the process, the more we try to take the artist out of the art, the less good it's going to be, okay? The more it's going to feel like something cheap, okay? Right? And guess what? This feels cheap. Okay? Forget about like oh, is this possible? Like like this will change everything in the world. And it's like do you like looking at cheap animation? That's the question, right? That's why 3D was introduced in the first place, right? And the more cheap you go, the less people are inclined to actually watch this thing, right? So hold on, let's see how many views this thing has, right? How much traction does this thing have? Because like I guarantee you, most of the views are just from the what do you call it? So it's been like 81K. Okay, that's not bad, right? But for a Netflix production, right, not very good, right? But also, this is mostly from the controversy. You know what I mean, right? And is that the way you want to make your creation come out, right? I wouldn't, right? And all I gotta say is like, it's the idea is cool. Like I would rather the AI be used to help artists, right, than to for just people to just go willy nilly and claim every art is theirs, right? But at the end of the day, right, it doesn't look very good, okay? And I see it, and you see it, right? And all you can say is like it looks pretty good, you know. And like for artists, some artists are like I can never draw that, right? And it's like you just need more years, right? Once you're a professional, right? Then you'll see it for what it is. It's like it's cheap, okay, right? So like though the short was like, you know, I say it's like it's okay, you know. It has like a like it's you know, it's been done for. It's like, you know, but it has like a little bit of a heart to it, a little bit of a heart, and that's from the animation of the person and the dog, right? The relationship, like, you know, like if you have a dog and a human, right, relationship, like that's always gonna tug at your heartstrings, right? But 90% of this short, I felt nothing, okay, right? Which means that most of it is not good, right? Yeah. So the question isn't like whether this is going to revolutionize the industry. It's do you want to make a cheap product? Okay. Do you want to make something that is not gonna? It's just like, you know, just another factory made like short. You know what I mean? Or factory made project. Like his animation should be the opposite of that. Handcrafted, beautiful. Okay. And you know it could help artists, but at the end of the day, like if you want backgrounds, hire a background artist, dude. Okay. And once again, this is actually kind of like threatening the livelihood of other artists, right? What happens when we have AI generated animation, blah, 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 you know? And like again, once again, it's just gonna look cheap, right? It's not gonna capture the minds of people. It's not gonna capture the hearts of people, right? This animation is gonna come and go, gone, okay, right? People are not gonna remember it. All they're gonna remember it for is for the controversy, okay? So yeah, that's my take on this. Let me know what you guys think. Um, I feel I have mixed feelings about it, right? But at the end of the day, I'm just like, I wish the short just looked better. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.